All right, so this morning you guys are going to do basically your first sheet metal part, and it's going to give you a good example of what we're going to do for our next design project. So I'm going to File, New, and it's going to be a part. A couple things you need to have set up here. If you do not have the sheet metal tab showing here, anywhere on these tabs, you can right click and then turn on and off add-ins. So I'm going to turn on the sheet metal. Okay, we're going to start in the front plane, and it's going to be pretty close to the part that was in the Edpuzzle. So I'm going to start a sketch in the front plane, a sketch. I'm going to use the same rectangle that he showed you. And again, the size of that will be 4 inches by 2 inches. And again, make sure that you stretch that rectangle from the origin. And then I'm going to click on Base Flange tab up here. If you guys don't have, again, that open, it should be under your Sheet Metal tab too. So Base Flange tab there. The sheet metal parameters that I want you to use is we're going to use basically the same material as you're going to use in your project. So right now I just want you to use the thickness of the 0.090, and the table we're going to use is the aluminum table. And that may take a little bit load. If you guys have an issue loading yours, just let me know. So again, it's 0.09 thickness. So let's make sure that you have that thickness there. And I'm going to accept that. Okay, so basically the part right now is just extruded rectangle. From here, I'm going to go up to Edge Flange. Just click on Edge Flange. I'm going to put an Edge Flange along this one over here. I'm going to pull it towards me. I'm going to say it's 1 inch. I'm going to leave the profile here so the material's on the inside, and it's 90 degrees. The default radius here, uncheck that, and that default radius again should be the same thickness as the material, so 0.09. And accept. And that default radius, what that means, if I go to evaluate, measure, that's the inside radius here, 0.09. Alright, now we're going to put another edge flange on this edge. So again, back to sheet metal, edge flange, click on this edge, and go that direction. And now we're going to edit flange profile. I'm going to stretch this guy over here. I'm going to put a smart dimension of 1 inch. And then this guy is going to be 1.5. I will say finish or accept. And then go back. And then here we're going to change this angle to 45 degrees. And again, uncheck default radius to 0.09. And then we want the bend outside because we don't want any relief here. We just want that bend to the outside. So accept that. And then your part should look something like this. All right, now we're just going to, just like he added his part, we're going to go ahead and do a sketch on this surface. We're going to put a circle in there. We're going to give it a diameter. And let's say the diameter is 1/2 inch. We're going to locate that circle. We're just going to give it an X and Y dimension from this corner. We're going to put that at, let's say 0.75. And then also vertical dimension, let's put that at 0.5. Then we go to features, extrude cut. Let's link this to the thickness of the part of that gauge, the 90 thousandths, and then accept that. Alright, I want to soften some of these edges here, so we're going to put some fillets in. And let's say we want a 1/4 inch fillet. Let's grab this edge, grab that edge, grab that edge and this edge, and then accept. All right, that part looks pretty good right now. Let's flatten it and see what it looks like. All right, that's the flattened state. That looks good. Let's unflatten it. Now let's create the, let's save this part. I'm going to just call it sheet metal part stem sample. Save. Now I'm going to create the drawing. So File, make drawing from part. I'm going to call it a landscape. Hit OK. All right, a couple things we want to make sure we double check. Under System Options, under Dock Props, let's make sure that the dimensions are ANSI. Yeah, okay, so if yours changed, for instance, under Ordinate, I'm going to change it from ISO to ANSI, from diameter, ANSI, and linear, ANSI. So I don't know why mine does it. I don't know if yours will do it. All right, so the File menu over here should have the views that we're going to work with. They may come in too big, so we are going to start with the front view. Click drag. So give me 3 views of the part. All right, I'm going to change the scale of these. I don't quite like, they're quite large, so I'm going to use a custom scale. And I'll go into user define. I'll say 1 to 1.5. All right, that looks good. And then I want to bring and drop and drag flat pattern up here. All right. So again, I'll move these guys around a little bit. All right. All right, now it's time to detail the drawing. Let's smart dimension this radius here. Oop. So I noticed it's showing up in the wrong orientation or ISO dimension. So under radius, so I went back up to options, click on Dock Props, under radius, change it from ISO to ANSI. Okay. Go to Smart Dimension, click on this guy, and then you'll come over here in the box, and you'll put 4x in there, because there's 4 of them at radius 2.5. I'm going to Smart Dimension here to here. I want to know what that flange length is. I also want to know what the flange length is from here to here. I want to know this angle. Overall part length from here to here. Size of that hole. I'm going to move things down a little bit. All right. Overall height of the part. Ooh, that's supposed to be a line dimension, so let's do this again. All right. And one last thing is we're going to use ordinate dimensioning up here. So under Smart Dimension, you go to horizontal ordinate. I'm going to call this my origin. And then I'm going to just click through and click on the pertinent dimensions. That's the flat pattern dimension. You notice these two kind of showed up on the part. I'm going to right click on this one and then break alignment and let that guy come down here by itself. Right click on this one, break alignment, bring that down. Bring the extension line to the end of the part here. There we go. I just want to see that break between the extension line and my object. One more thing, I'm going to right click and then add to ordinate. So I add this guy in there And again, I want to break that alignment. So right click on it, break alignment, and let this guy come down here. Okay. From there, you would just print that drawing off and then hand that in for grading.